Are you guys ready for your next comedian? Please put your hands together. He's on HBO coming up. Frank Liotti, everybody. High Maintenance on HBO, sorry.
I gotta tell you, I'm so happy to be here, but I got into it with a family member today. My sister is kind of conservative and lives in the worry habit like we do in my family. She's out on Long Island. She is obsessed with terrorism, obsessed with the state of the world. My sister Donna calls me up at least once a week in a blind panic. Oh God, Frank, we don't know who these people are. Some of them are black, some of them are white, most of them look like you. It's amazing being racially profiled by a sibling as a member of Al-Qaeda. So I'm on this flight like 2 weeks ago, and every time I get up to stretch my legs, this little blonde woman is literally no filter, growling at me. Every time I get up, literally. I feel like this tension. Like, I get it, I'm this, kind of aggressive guy. But I felt vulnerable. I didn't want to make anybody uncomfortable, so I had to break the ice. I walked up to her and I said, "Excuse me, miss. Have you told Allah you love him today? Have you told Allah you love him today? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Allah is great. She didn't bother me after that. Oh, God, family. Isn't it amazing? Whenever I see Newport 100s, I think of my grandmother. Because they would drop me off there every weekend. She used to scare the crap out of me. If they were holding auditions for American Horror Story, she would have at least been on the callback list. She had like this gnarled, like the third hooded ghost in Scrooge finger. She would point at me on weekends from her oxygen tent with that Newport 100 voice, "Frank, I will kill you." Like she was hooking a marlin. "I will kill you if you ever bring home a black girl." I thought, oh my God, how am I going to tell her about Lionel? Yeah. God, I hate this shirt. I feel like I'm exploding from the inside to the outside to the inside. I could walk through this wall like Kool-Aid and leave a shape. I took my nephew to the mall. I figured I would, kind of help my sister out. And I hate going to the mall. It's suburban and it's uncomfortable. But I saw this cute young woman with a t-shirt on. It said, "Normal people scare me." I thought that was so sweet. I walked over to her and I said, "I really like the shirt." She ran away. She ran away because she was a fucking liar. So my sibling is angry with me. She's annoyed. I had to help my niece with her math homework. Alexandra, she had to write a word problem, and, it had to make sense. Remember, like in math, Susie and Tom went to the stupid Peaches Market, that garbage. I figured it would be cute to use my adult biography to help my niece with her math homework. Frank had 4 funerals in 5 years and bought 3 suits. If he started at a 42 regular, and gained 13 pounds after each tragedy, what size tarp did Frank wear to the last service? It's true. So we find things to numb with, food and drugs. God, I was in Wyoming. I was in Wyoming 3 days ago. Seriously, Brokeback Mountain, Wyoming, it's a lot. But you know how they have like those pretentious, especially here in New York, those food pairings with wine? This Pinot Grigio goes well with the trout. Sancerre goes well with the filet. Here's the thing, like in Colorado, where pot is legal, they're doing food pairings now with pot. Can you imagine? Food pairings with pot. This goes well with Frosted Flakes. This goes well with the Burrito Supreme with no tomato. This goes well with Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon and hospice care. Warm. I feel like I'm an extra in 12 Years a Slave. Don't get mad. I went to school with Lupita, and she won an Oscar, and she's on the cover of Glamour. I'm in front of this, seriously, I'm in front of a faux brick wall that was probably, that's the Kool-Aid wall that I could walk through and leave the fat shape, you know? Like, I'm not that kind of gay that, like, is obsessed with, I don't know who Lady Gaga is. Because you walked, I don't care who she is. I don't really care about Madonna. I like Motley Crue and Zeppelin and whatnot. I have my own icons, though. I didn't think I did. I found my gay icon. It's the barefoot Contessa on the Food Network. Little chubby Jewish lady who lives in a $10 million mansion in East Hampton with a barn behind it that she cooks in. She has this huge gay following. It's kind of absentee husband. And she's completely emotionally disconnected from reality because she's so rich. Today we're gonna make lemon bars. I have about half a cup of lemon juice. If you don't have lemon juice, don't worry about it. You can use some vodka or liquefied Molly and no one know the difference. Michael and Miguel are coming over. They're gonna help my gay husband Jeffrey come out of the closet. Won't Jeffrey be surprised to see that we're not having roast chicken again? So I'm gonna turn up the volume on this lobster bisque. My friend Anna's coming over. Her family owns the Atlantic Ocean. New York, New York, huh? I'm from here, I love it. I'm originally from Comac, actually. Same town as Rosie O'Donnell, but it's both. It's angry here. I love it, but it's angry. Like have you ever had somebody get mad at you because you don't understand them? Like they have an accent or a speech impediment, but it's your problem, and they're mad at you. It's like a bank day. It's like a Friday. I'm rushing to get to the bank so my rent check doesn't bounce. This little man goes, "Excuse me." I'm like, "Yeah?" I swear to God. He goes, "Am I going to help?" I said, "What?" I got nervous because he was hostile. And I tried to like give back and to translate. I said, "Himalayas in the core of the apple." And then he got mad at me. Himalayas in the core of the apple, Elizabeth Taylor. Rage, you know. So finally I just said, "Make a right on 45th Street." Thank you, I'm gonna give it. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, motherfucker. Get away from me. Curmudgeonly. Getting so grumpy as I get older. Everything's such a crack and hurt and ache, you know? I find myself getting judgmental when I watch television. There's like a commercial for laundry detergent with this hipster couple. She looks like Velma from Scooby-Doo, you know? She goes to the husband, "You suck at folding." And I want the husband to say, "Well, you know what? You suck at love." As a matter of fact, you don't suck anything. That's why we're sitting here folding underwear. I'm white, and I never realized that I was white. My mother talked like Fred Flintstone, you know? But I heard the comics that I love, like Richard Pryor, I worshipped him growing up. We were in quite a conundrum. Like, they'd make fun of white people. I was like, wait, it sounded like a car accident was happening in my living room all the time. But now I live in the new Brooklyn. I'm behind this hipster couple. He's tall, maybe 6'2", maybe 145 pounds, with this blousy Cyndi Lauper t-shirt on. And the man bun. His hair is piled up on top of his head in this late 70s Linda Ronstadt greatest hits man bun. He looks like an exhausted New Jersey housewife. I dropped the kids off at 2:30. There's a roast in the crock pot. I picked up your shirts from the dry cleaners. Dan, tonight is my ceramics night. I need you to be emotionally present, man bun. And the girlfriend looks like an angry clown. She has my haircut, a neck tattoo, and those thick black plastic glasses. Like she thinks in her head, I'm redefining beauty. You could prop her up in a cornfield and she would scare away the crows. White, white, white. And I'm behind them, and I hear him go to her, sometimes, Iris, I think you're just a little too sensitive. And I don't want to say, don't be so sensitive, because that isn't fair. If my father ever spoke like that to my mother, this Italian couple, Gilda, sometimes I think you're just a little too sensitive, my mother would have said, slap on some lipstick and grow some balls, bitch. Because real people don't talk that way. I love when bottles fall during a joke like that. It really helps the whole thing. It makes you want to do a fucking Irish rain dance. I realized recently the blondes really do have more fun. It's because they're white and no one bothers them. My first college roommate was named Maxwell Britton III. We first moved in together, I overheard him on the phone. Hello, mother. I've got a very colorful roommate. Like something out of the Sopranos or the Corleone family. And after I shot him, I called my mother up. And I was like, Ma, what's the story? What race are we? And she said, shut up, we're white, because she knew we just made the cutoff. I'm Frank Liotti. Thank you guys so much.